Namo Adita Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness, learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For our Dharma lessons, we're beginning a new book today, Abundant, Exalted, Immeasurable by Ajahn Pasanno. We're beginning with Chapter 1, Refuges and Precepts. The refuges of Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha provide the foundation for the wholesome qualities of the heart to arise. I'd like to welcome everyone who has gathered for this occasion and to express appreciation to Susan, Karen, and Cassidy for pulling it together and prodding me into giving a retreat. This is the second retreat I've led in California in 12 years. The theme is metta, loving kindness, and the context is a retreat, a practice situation. We are taking the opportunity to explore the different expressions, development, and implications of loving kindness. As I understand it, we can't extract loving kindness out of the Buddhist teachings as an orphan that stands alone. It doesn't work that way. We pick up a corner of the Buddhist teachings and everything comes along with it, including metta. It's like I pick up this little tassel here, and of course everything connected to it starts coming up as well. Everything's attached. Pretty soon the cushion, the bell, everything comes along with it. The teachings of loving kindness are within a whole context and setting. Of course, one of the most important foundations for any aspect of the teaching to arise out of is what we've just done, determining the refuges and precepts. It's not just a curious little ceremony that we begin a retreat with, and that's the end of it. The refuges of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha provide the foundation for the wholesome qualities of the heart to arise. The precepts establish a strong foundation of integrity and virtue, as well as an ability to cultivate, both individually and in a group setting, a sense of trust in oneself and the whole environment that one is in. Reflecting on and recollecting the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha as refuges is always an important reminder for us. The reality is that we are always taking refuge in something, whether it is in some distraction or particular worry or fear. The mind goes there, and that's where we create our refuge. We rely on it and build our lives around it. As we find out, that's not a very satisfying refuge, but it's what we do as human beings. It's like Ajahn Chah's definition of what a human being is. A human being is a being with issues. It's always having an issue with something or other. It keeps us busy and gives us something to live for, and then we die. It goes on and on. So we redirect our attention to something that is a worthy refuge. The Buddha as a historical figure and symbol of fundamental qualities such as wisdom, compassion, and purity. The first line of one of the morning chants we do at the monastery is Buddho Sasudo Karuna Mahanovo. Buddho is one who knows, one with wisdom. Sasudo is purity, and karuna mahanavo, great compassion. Even the recitation Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa refers to those qualities. Bhagavato is the Blessed One, who radiates the blessing and heart quality of compassion. Arahato is one who is far from defiling tendencies and thus pure. Samma sambuddhassa refers to the self-enlightened wisdom quality. The traditional recollections of the Buddha always refer to these qualities of wisdom, compassion, and purity. Of course, these are not qualities belonging solely to the Buddha, but the Buddha is the archetype of what is most fruitful for us to cultivate, pay attention to, and use to create a balance within the heart. Wisdom, compassion, and purity are the qualities that we cultivate and pay attention to if we reflect on how our practice is doing and how our life is going. Are these qualities being attended to? Am I out of balance or missing something? If so, how can I reconfigure that so I pay attention to those aspects of the Buddha? May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at ease. Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.